Productivity Arata. Yesterday in the series Hello, Seiiti Arata, we presented a video about failure and success. And if you haven't seen it yet, the redirecting link is arata.se/hello75. And you're learning here with us at Arata Academy that success and failure depend on our mentality and our choices. Criticism of the success mentality. A strong criticism of this way of seeing success and failure goes a little bit like this. Oh, this successful mentality talk, that's a scam. That's rubbish. It is quite naive to think that the individual has the ability to determine his own future or to determine his own success, as if all it takes so just needs to believe in himself or herself for everything to work out. In this way, people contradict those who go with the idea that rich people are successful because, they used that successful mentality to overcome their obstacles and they believed in their potential and therefore they have merit. And poor people are poor because they want to be poor, because they failed to persevere. They didn't try hard enough. They didn't believe strong enough in their potential. No, this criticism here is saying that we have to take into account these social inequalities and all the difficulties that different people have because they are at different starting points. And of course, yes, that's correct. There are many factors involved in success. So what can we say about this whole criticism here? It is true that there are many factors that influence success. It is not enough just to have the right mentality. Come on. It is also necessary to see all the other factors, whether the person was lucky enough to do their action in the best moment, or if they have just the right body type, or if they had friends, or they had a network that helped, or if they were born in a city or there was more opportunity, or if the time and the economy was more favorable. There's so many factors that are not within our control. But the success mentality is going to focus on the factors that can be controlled. This is not some cheap self-talk approach with those rainbows and unicorns and magical elves and make your wishes come true. No, it's far from that. The successful mindset is a practical thing. It is up to me to look what I can do and then do what I can do to improve my chances of getting where I want to go. And I also have to have the firmness to accept what I cannot change. It is true that there is inequality. Different people will start the game with different resources, and because of this, it may be easier for some people and harder for other people. However, neither success nor failure is guaranteed. It may be easier or harder, but never impossible. The irony here is that the defenders of the weak and oppressed often end up as oppressors themselves when they are labeling people, when they are underestimating the capacity of each person. We have to be careful with this rescuer discourse that can perpetuate the fragility of the weak and even dehumanize the group that does not have sufficient means. Because this would be an imposition of weakness on them and disability on them. This has a name. This is the stereotype threat. And it happens when individuals end up conforming to this stereotype of their social group. For example, African American students ended up performing worse when they were encouraged to think about the stereotype that blacks are less intelligent than whites. I want you to take a look more about this golden effect, and we discussed about this in episode number 46 of the series Hello, Seiiti Arata by going to arata.se/hello46. It is wrong to say that the rich have success and the poor are unsuccessful. You may see people equating success with being rich and failure with being poor. This is labeling. We should avoid labeling someone as a success or a failure without knowing their particular history, without asking how he or she feels about their particular outcome. Because our opinion is based on the external appearance. It is superficial. It's based on what we know from the outside and not from what is inside. A person who, for example, lost his job may consider himself a successful person because he may have kept his integrity and refused to participate in some type of work activity in which he didn't agree. A person who has the highest paid position in a company, who goes very well in a corporate career, may consider himself a failure if he didn't have enough time to even interact with his own children. He couldn't see his children growing up. Because of that, we have to deal with issues of success and failure, always looking at ourselves in the mirror. It is only I who can say whether I succeed or fail according to the expectations that I have created, according to the larger plan that I have devised, according to the next steps that I intend to take. And then the success mentality is exactly why I will not be shaken by some obstacle or frustration, because I know that I can improve my plan. I can improve my choices. I can improve the quality of the execution of that plan. I can also improve my communication. Do not let the stereotype threat limit what you can achieve. This was a difficult video to prepare because the chance of misinterpretation is quite big. This is a subject in which ideology can impair the quality of our communication, and many preconceived notions and opinions will not allow us to listen and reflect. So, because of that, let's recap to be clear. Success or failure does not depend only on believing and making an effort. There is a lot of inequality, there are many other important factors. But if I do not believe and if I don't take action, my chances of success will be much smaller, right? Also, there are plenty of factors that I do not control, and I will accept these factors and I'll take them into account in my planning. I will focus on what I can influence. I will also invest in myself, in my own skills, to expand my sphere of influence more and more. So with more skills, I can do more things. I have more knowledge, I have more resources, I have more contacts, I have more confidence, I have more professional qualities. And moreover, it is only the individual himself who will decide whether he has succeeded or failed. This is something that can be perfected with time, with better planning and training. If you want to improve your strategy that you use to make your choices, also within what is under your control, and expand that sphere of influence, you can visit arata.se/better new year, and then we continue this conversation.